Uh, what's good, folks? It's your boy Z the Real, and I'm gonna talk about something that might be I'm gonna talk about a topic that could be a little sensitive. All right, and before I touch on this, I'm just gonna throw out a disclaimer that I respect women's rights. Okay, I respect the feminist organizations fully. Okay, I do understand that women, you know what I'm saying, have the right to become what they want to become, but my thing is, I don't want to upset or offend nobody by what the things I'm finna tell you or what I'm about to say. So don't take it to offense. Okay, so this is my opinion. All right, and this is my even though this is my opinion, this is how other people that have been in my position feel about it. All right, and this is only because this is only I feel what needs to be done for the best of things. Right. So if you feel that this video is going to offend you as a woman or as a lady, and you feel that what I'm saying is very toxic, then you should not be watching this video. Now, without any further ado, I'm gonna talk about Toni Harris and Holly Nier. Okay, these are two females of their high schools who decided to join the football teams. Right, one wanted to get a scholarship to go to college. Right, I think she's like the first black female football player to get a scholarship to play for a college from our high school, and the other one is a 16-year-old junior out here in California. They play for Hollywood Hills, who threw a 45-yard touchdown pass for our football teams. Right, the football team she's playing on now. I, for one, say that there's a reason why football is not unisexed. Right, there's a reason why football, tackle football with the gear on. Right, we're not saying soccer. I'm talking about actual tackle football with gridiron was meant for men. Okay, and there's a reason why there's a lingerie league where women have their own football league, which is the lingerie football league, right? Which I think you can see on TV every now and then, if it's even still happening, right? There's a reason why sports like that is not unisex, because women are supposed to be in the same, are not supposed to be playing with the men. Okay, yeah, women have abilities that are stronger, that are better than men in some aspects. Okay, women give birth, all right, they're strong mentally or whatnot. There's things that women are able to do that men can't do. In this instance, then there's things that men can do that women are not supposed to be doing or can't do, right? When it comes to physical sports such as the sport of football with the gridiron, okay, man, you got men that weigh at least around 220 something pounds or more, right? They're big. We're both, right? We're physical, right? Men have bodies and abilities that women do not possess or have, okay? You can't have a 16-year-old woman, right, that probably weighs around 130 or 120 or under, up against, a whole entire playing against a football team of men that are like 200 pounds bigger than her, okay? For example, if Holly Nier is playing quarterback now, but if she gets hit or sacked one good time, because you got to stand there, man, men got egos, especially boys. Teenage boys got egos. When they say they getting messed up by a female or by a girl, that looks bad on them. That's embarrassing, okay? For any boy to be on a highlight film of a girl like Holly Nier throwing a touchdown pass or get scored on by Toni Harris, that's bad, right? So next play comes around, they're gonna want to get revenge. So let's say if a man, right, a lineman, linebacker, whatever type of dude these women come across, right? Let's say Holly Nier gets sacked by a defensive lineman, right? That weighs around 300 pounds, or at least 275, right? Running a 4.8. She gets hit and tackled, right? And then one of her, either her arm, shoulder, or something like that gets dislocated, all right? Her parents can't go and decide to sue the high school or sue the company because their daughter got injured, right? Amongst a 18-year-old man, right? These feminist organizations can't come in and say, oh, men ain't being fair. Men, shouldn't hit her that hard because she's a female, right? The woman decide to put herself at risk doing that, okay? This is what I say, man. There's reasons why women aren't allowed to play in the NFL, okay? Because physically they're not physically they have no choice. They have no chance of beating these men, okay? There's just no way. Men possess abilities that women don't have, as far as speed, okay, muscle mass, right? Bulkness. Men are a lot stronger than women, far stronger than women, right? Again, I know there's been some female bodybuilders, there's female wrestlers such as Joni Lola, rest in peace, China. You got your Beth Phoenixes, right? You got women out there are strong, but no, not in the same sport as a man. Now I admit, back at my high school for Long Beach, Jordan, we had a female on our team, but she was a kicker. Her name was Karen. Right now, Karen was one of those tomboys, right? She's a dyke. She's a girl who likes women, right? She dressed like a dyke. She dressed like a man. But never once do you allow Karen to make a tackle on the football field. Once Karen either kicked the field goal, or when she was on kickoff, she kicked the ball, but she wasn't able to like tackle a man like that. Our football team made sure we protected Karen on the field, right? It wasn't like she was a quarterback or a receiver. See, Toni Harris was a receiver, right? Holly Nier is a quarterback. So these are two girls who are playing in two of the most dangerous positions of football. Quarterback especially. You could easily get hurt, get sacked playing quarterback. Receiver too, you get broken off by one of these safeties, these cornerbacks, these linebackers, right? So again, man, there's a reason why football is not unisex in that way. Okay? It's just for the protection of these women. Because these women gotta give birth, okay? They gotta these women gotta keep their beauty. They gotta keep themselves intact. All right? Because even it's illegal for a man to hit a woman as it is. For a man like me to punch a female, I could go to jail for that. Okay? There's women's rights that protect women from domestic violence. So when you're having a woman playing in a game of a sport of football amongst men, and a man just, because some men play dirty too. You got men that face mask, okay? You got men that step on you and all kinds of stuff, right? For a woman to be getting caught up amongst men, especially men that are heavier and bigger than her, that doesn't look right at all. Now this Holly Nier is a 16-year-old junior, right? Is she gonna be playing quarterback as she gets to a university level? When she gets to college level, and again, she amongst these men who are 19, 20, 22 years old, I wonder if she gonna be able to still play quarterback amongst these other another man who's compete for that position, right? Because these women, to play football, you gotta know how to take a hit, and you gotta know how to tackle. If you don't know how to tackle properly, you can damage your spine, your spinal cord, right? There's a show called Friday Night Lights, right? There's a movie called Friday Nights, but I want y'all to watch the show called Friday Night Lights. The quarterback name is Jason Street. Jason Street, you know what I'm saying, in the opening game of his senior year, threw up interception, right? And he had to make a tackle to prevent the defender from scoring and win the game. As Street tackled the dude, he didn't tackle correctly. He messed up the spine. That caused Street to be paralyzed for the rest of his life throughout the show. Okay, that's on Friday Night Nights. That's based on a team in Texas, right? So the same thing can happen to this Holly Nier, because most quarterbacks aren't trained to tackle. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, the tackling drills was all left up to the defense, right? The cornerbacks, the safeties, the linebackers, and linemen. No quarterback, let alone receiver, has been trained to tackle like that. Well, maybe the receivers and the running backs, okay, but quarterbacks, no. Most quarterbacks aren't trained to tackle. Okay, they're trained to throw a football and avoid the hit, right? Avoid the tackle. Okay. So let's just say Holly Nier is forced out to make a play where she has to tackle a dude, and she don't tackle correctly. The dude is running full speed, right? Again, somebody else at least 150, maybe 180 pounds bigger than her, running full speed. She try to make a tackle and she gets truck sticked, right? Gets smashed, gets ran through, and she gets seriously hurt where her spinal cord or her body, is suffering trauma, right? And now she's down on the ground for 10, 15 minutes, and she could possibly be paralyzed. Okay, again, man, if that happens, her parents can't sue the coach, can't sue the football team, because her daughter can't make a correct tackle. She can't blame the defender himself for injuring that girl, right? That's what I'm saying. That can open the door down the line for the NFL or the NCAA to be getting harassed by these women who are trying to equal themselves with a man. That can't happen. Okay, when that happens, you mess up the natural order of things. Okay, there's reasons why these football sports are for men and women have their own sports. Women got softball, okay? They got water polo, they got tennis, they got their own soccer. Women got their own basketball program, right? There's sports specifically made for women. Even rugby, I believe there's some female rugby players. There's rugby divisions that are only for women, just like lacrosse, right? Again, man, you can't equal yourself with a man. All right? That's not supposed to happen. Okay, y'all got to stop doing that. Don't get me wrong now, I commend a woman for trying at least doing what she wants to do, but when it comes to a man, Women amongst other men, no. No, the women, again, that's why women are cheerleaders. That's why they're on the training staff. They're not supposed to be out there with gear and pads on. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you got some instances where women are buff. You got Pacific Island women who are naturally big bone, but most of them ain't gonna be on no football field. Okay? We had another female back my sophomore year, right? Now she was big and stocky, right? Who tried to play on the football team. I believe it was either Coach Bill or Coach Myers at the time which he was playing with, who told him no, who had to cut him early, because again, man, they don't want to get no lawsuit, okay? And women's rights are already OP'd as it is, okay? You got men going to jail who ain't even touching women as it is. As a man, you could be accused for not even raping, having not even nothing to do with physically or sexually molesting women. But now you got a woman who wants to play football, wants to be in a sport with a man. No, that can't happen. That's like putting a female in the NBA playing amongst a Giannis Antetokounmpo or LeBron James or Damian Lillard. You can't do that, okay? Because if that woman gets dunked on, right? She injures something, she gets elbowed, okay? And now she has a broken jaw. That looks bad. You know what I'm saying? That looks bad on the league. Same thing happens in this case, right? Now you can't have a female playing football amongst men. So to the Toni Harrises, the Holly Niers, okay, I understand y'all want to play football, y'all like the sport, but no, you're not meant to play football with the men. Okay, there's a reason behind that, right? Again, the reason why most women can't play football with boys, the reason why Pop Warner teams don't have girls playing football with their boys is for these girls' protection. Because a woman can permanently injure herself, right? She could mess up her spine, dislocate a shoulder. And injuries in football are serious. I'm telling you now. Anybody tell you that these sports injuries are fake, are lying out their ass. These are people who are literally mentally ill, and they never played themselves. Anybody that's actually played football before, you play any sport, you'll know that it's dangerous on any level. Because there's been people in Pop Warner who've gotten hurt, right? Pop Warner high school football who's gotten seriously injured. People get concussions all the time. Okay? You know, it's like I said, it's serious business. So for the Toni Harris and Holly Niers, okay, again, you know, I understand, right? You know, I understand that you like the sport. You'll say you like running up and down the field, you like to throw a football or catch a football, but you must understand, and this is for all girls, man. Any young female or young lady that may be listening to this video, y'all gotta understand something, man. The main reason why most girls don't play with men is for their own protection, right? This is not WWE, okay? Again, this is not wrestling. I've said this in videos in the past, right? And I've had to beef with other YouTubers. I had to check other people about that. This is not wrestling where you got things where you have a scripted storyline, right? The reason why China, the wrestler of China, and Beth Phoenix, okay, Awesome Kong, the reason why those female wrestlers able to wrestle with men is because WWE is set up that way. You know what I'm saying? They got unisex integrated tag team. We got men and women competing amongst each other. But at the same time too, in those matches, men are fighting men and women are fighting women. But no, the reason why China got away with low blowing men and slamming them down is because she was allowed to. She was a bodybuilder, right? Her body was set up like a man. She was taking China was taking all kinds of pills, all kinds of estrogen stuff for hormones to boost herself up. That led to her demise because she became an addict. She became addicted to it, right? We do this for your own protection. Because if I'm an owner of a football team, let's say if I own a high school football team, I'm the GM of a college football team or NFL, I'm not gonna have no female playing on my teams. Because I got men on that team that's twice her size, that's a lot stronger, that's bench pressing 300 pounds, 250, 300 pounds, right? And that's another thing too, man. You got men, you know what I'm saying, football requires strict. You got a strict track, right? You got to be at the weight room. You got to squat. You got to bench press, right? You got to do leg lifts, power cleans. Most men, especially in college and NFL, they're basically, they're squatting and power cleaning or bench pressing twice their body weight. That means 2 or 3 plates on each side. I've done that before, okay? Most women ain't finna be bench pressing no 2 or 3 plates. That's over 285. That's over 285. That's pretty much around 300 pounds, right? You're not finna be doing, a woman ain't finna be doing that. Okay, how strong she is. Yeah, you got female bodybuilders, but that's weightlifting. Yeah, you got women on Olympics that be throwing them ball, but that's Olympics, right? In football, especially, you got men that are training every day, right? You got men that are running 4.5s, 4.4s, 4.3s, right? Speed, fast. Women, and there are women are not as fast as a bit in that regard, because when you got pads, so you're heavier, right? So then that's what I'm saying, man. You know, letting the Holly Niers and Toni Harris go with these football teams, especially getting college scholarships to play with these football teams, that could open their door down the line for something bad to happen. Because if one of these women get hit and they get seriously injured, all right, and you got parents that like taking advantage of the situation, you know what I'm saying? It'll open the door for a woman to want to play in the NFL, and when she's told no, it's going to be a big old issue. You can have women going on strike and this and that over the NFL. But no, we do that for your own protection, ladies, okay? Because as a female, as a woman, y'all go through things that we don't have. Like, y'all got periods y'all go through, right? A woman has her menstrual cycle every month of the year, right? Women give birth. They go through things. They go through things that men can't go through. Same thing applies here, okay? The football with helmets and shoulder pads, that's a very, very violent, very dangerous sport, okay? Especially the old days. Nowadays, they have to tone it down, but back in the days, men was really getting hit, man. Before Roger Dale made all these rules, and they started having the helmet rule, men was getting seriously injured. I'm talking about concussions, all kinds of stuff. That's where CTE comes from. For a woman to have CTE, that's very bad, okay? Again, I no disrespect to any woman that wants to, that says that she could do it, okay? You want to follow your dreams, but you got to be smart about it. If y'all want to play football that bad, women got their own football leagues, right? You got the lingerie league. There's leagues for women. There's football leagues where women that wear gridiron that men wear. That's strictly for women. If y'all want to do that, y'all need to start your own football league. Not the lingerie league neither. If y'all want to wear helmets and shoulder pads, then create y'all league. You know what I'm saying? For girls who are tomboyish, or like I said, or a lesbian who like to dress like a man, and then go from there. And I do mean that respectfully. Yes, folks, man, that's the video, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.